This is Jeffery. It's lovely. He's got a lovely personality. This isn't quite the Last Supper, but I've put the tags in his ears and sorted his feet out. Just giving him a treat. He's got such a lovely personality. Very cuddly. But he's old, you can see his front shoulders, and the back end, he's lost a lot of condition. He's an old man. But I'll miss him. There's something quite sweet about having a ram burp in your face. But he's stamped his nature on some of the others, but they'll all have, some of the other boys, but they'll in time have to go to the abattoir too. But I've kept Jeffrey as long as I can, really. I don't want to put him through another winter. When we bought him, he was meant to have been castrated, I think by crushing, and what happened was, because we thought he was castrated, he was living with all the girls, and then one particular springtime, much to my pleasure, started finding lambs in the field. And the Rylands are, they make good mothers, and they don't need a lot of tending to. And we quickly realized that Jeffrey's balls had literally dropped. The blood vessels had grown back, and whatever else, nerves perhaps. And he was fully functioning, so we kept him entire, and he's had a few good years of producing little ones. But I suppose, like all of us, as we get older, we don't like the cold and the wet so much. So his time here has actually been much, much longer than was intended, because originally he turned up with the other young castrates, and the idea was just to fatten them up and, produce meat. But when we found that Jeffrey was a good dad and imprinted such a gentle nature on the lambs, or at least on the ram lambs, he got to live out quite a good life. So I'm not entirely sure how old he is. I suspect 12 or 13, which I think is a pretty good age, and he's had a good life. This is the first time that he's been separated from the rest of the flock. They're not too far away, they can probably smell one another, but look at that big cuddly face. He's beautiful.